strengthening the fight against transnational organised crime in southeastern Europe through improved regional cooperation in asset seizure, confiscation, management and reuse. The project aims to improve the effectiveness of efforts against transnational organised crime and corruption in the OSCE region by building capacities of and enhancing regional cooperation among 5 participating states in southeastern Europe: Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, the Republic of North Macedonia, Montenegro and Serbia. The infiltration of organised crime in the legal economy has long-term detrimental effects on societies. It contributes to increased corruption and poor investment climate that have long-term negative effects in the countries. A stronger approach to confiscating more assets would be essential to fight organised crime. The collaboration of government agencies and civil society organisations is key in implementing and sustaining models of social reuse of confiscated assets from crime and corruption. This model is particularly developed in Italy, where there is Libera Network, a successful example of good practice of collaboration between government agencies and civil society organisations in implementing and sustaining models of social reuse of confiscated assets. Assets confiscated from mafia, such as land, flats, villas or companies, are reused for social purposes, promoting at the same time new forms of ethical and responsible economy. The project that drew most of public attention in Italy was a football match played on the seized sport facilities. For 9 years after confiscation, people were afraid to use it until the best players of the Italian Serie A visited and encouraged them to play together. While Italy has already many good examples to share in social reuse of confiscated assets, many other countries, including in southeastern Europe, are at the beginning of establishing this practice. The OSCE project builds upon previous initiatives such as Causa, a project funded by the European Union that successfully supported the social reuse of 3 assets in Albania.
We have financed 3 social projects: King Fall Coffee Library in Durrës, Che Bono in Fier, the Garage Social in Saranda.
Che Bono is the first social enterprise built in a confiscated asset in Albania. People who work here are women coming from vulnerable groups, from different situations. So the idea is to give this place back to the community which it was taken from because of organized crime. And we also offer vocational educational training for people, women or youngsters coming from vulnerable groups which need to be reintegrated in the labor markets, and also traineeship in the pastries of the city.
Serbia as well has models of social reuse that can be replicated in the region.
It is a practice in Serbia to reuse confiscated assets for the purpose of providing social care, humanitarian aid, or other social needs. The biggest example of this reuse are nursery schools. A number of seized houses have been given to the cities of Novi Sad and Belgrade. Namely, 4 houses have been given to the city of Belgrade and 3 to the city of Novi Sad for the purpose of establishing nursery houses. The Directorate is in charge of a great number of seized vehicles as well. Some of the vehicles fall in the category of ultra-luxury cars, and others in the category of luxury cars. The Directorate manages some few hundred cars. The most expensive vehicles are being kept in a special warehouse until all the legal proceedings to confiscate the assets have been finalized. And then, our government will make a decision whether to put the assets on sale or reuse them for any other purpose.
Promoting models of social reuse of assets confiscated from criminal groups not only gives back to society what was taken from it, creates sustainable businesses and employment opportunities, but also restores the trust of the citizens in their institutions. The OSCE project, focusing on asset management and social reuse of confiscated assets, wants to promote these models and build the capacity of the government and civil society organizations in southeastern Europe to establish the practice that would improve the economy and the society as a whole. The project adopts a holistic approach by providing support to the entire cycle of asset recovery and is divided into 3 areas of intervention: investigations, asset seizure and asset confiscation, asset management, asset reuse. The project is building the capacities of the prosecution, the police and the asset management agencies in the region, and it is providing operational support to the Balkan Asset Management Interagency Network, or BAMIN, as well as to the Standing Conference of Organized Crime Prosecutors.